Oh, hello there. I am so happy to see you. This is the part of the show where we thank you, the ice cream truck drivers. Thank you so much, ice cream truck drivers. We have thanked all of you this month. We are done with our thank yous for the month. We did it, guys. We thanked each and every ice cream truck driver by name this month, and we'll do it again next month. So if you want to be an ice cream truck driver, help deliver that fucking ice cream straight to people's fucking ear holes, head over to preachingfun.com. Preachingfun.com is where you can go to sign up to be an ice cream truck driver, get thanked at this part of a future episode, and who knows, the life you save may be your own. Now our program.
Hey, Johnny, do you want to go to an ice cream social?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Great, let's go.
All right, I just got back from Nashville.
Yeah.
Quick story, I went to go get a slice of pizza from like a little food truck on the way back to my apartment.
Good.
You know, late at night. I ordered 2 slices of pizza. The guy goes, sure, $22.
Bespoke.
It's time for Matt Mattingly's Ice Cream Social. Sitting across from me in Pittsburgh is Paul Mattingly.
Across from me in Las Vegas, that's Mr. Matt Donnelly.
And over there's Jacob, the audio guy.
We're preaching fun.
We got guests in Trim. We got guests on Zoom.
Yeah, we do.
From Shadie Movie Club, Shadie is joining us here on Zoom. How's it going, Shadie?
It's
Going great. Nice to see you guys.
And all the way from Scotland to Jacob's couch is Brogan Hastings here. In
That's
the,
right.
In the churn as well.
Hello.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
She's
Hey, Brogan.
Hi.
Brogan's so happy that I said Scotland and not Ireland.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you, man.
I was so confused.
But yeah. So I said $22, and he goes, oh, and I put my card in. He goes, oh, you want to pay cash? And I go, no, I don't want to pay at all.
$22. Get the.
I don't want your $11 slice of pizza
Like,
in Nashville. You fucker.
That's like, Nashville, food trucks aren't known for their pizza. You know that, right?
Right.
Like, I don't know what wave you think you're riding.
There was a time when-
not exactly known for their pizza.
Food trucks
not
were
to-
the value back in the day.
Not to be outdone, my wife took our family that was visiting to the down to Area 15.
Nice.
The ice cream museum just opened down there.
Oh, yes.
And it looks really awesome. Looks really fun. And
Median income in Nashville is $77,000. They can't afford $22 pizza.
No.
Come on.
I have a feeling that at 5 p.m. it's not $22.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. I have a feeling that it was because I was getting out of my shifts. He thought I was a hammered dude.
And also, the only thing that's open.
Yeah, exactly, all that. But
Yeah.
I mean, we'll never know. I mean, I honestly, I'm still wondering. Maybe was it worth it? Did I leave it? behind? I got to go
Best
back.
pizza ever.
I got to go back.
Did they cut it up with a knife and fork and feed it to you? How it could
Oh,
be?
that'd be good. He's like, no, you're paying for the experience.
Yeah.
You're not just paying for the slice. You're paying for
You eat some pizza while we give you a shoulder
Lie
rub.
back on this couch.
just like sports cuts. They just take the vibrator and shove it in your back while you eat a pizza.
I'd be in.
Pizza and a haircut.
2 bits.
My wife goes to get my 2 kids, my little niece, my 5-year-old niece who's visiting.
Okay.
My brother-in-law and my mother-in-law into the ice cream. $70.
Yeah.
Each.
I
What?
hear the ice cream museum is real proud of itself, and they are charging accordingly.
It was going to cost her $500 to take a museum of speculative history. Like, what's the experience you're promising? It is basically a selfie station. That's why people go.
Right.
They have a bunch of different displays. It's like really awesome to take photos in.
Do they have like a foam pit that you can jump into?
Yeah, it's all sprinkles, but it looks
There
like
you go.
sprinkles
Yep.
and all this other stuff. And so it's a lot of fun. I have 2 friends who are magicians that work there. I didn't even think to reach out to them for any kind of discount or something like that, because I just didn't think that the ice cream museum was $70 fucking a
Yeah.
person. For a 5-year-old too, by the way. No discount for a child.
No.
Do
No
you
discount
get
for
ice
my
cream, or you have
mother-in-law
to
who's
buy
senior.
ice cream when you're in there?
No. And
They
it
do
comes
give
like
you
8
ice cream.
Okay.
Yeah, one, I think.
One
They
little
give
dip.
you one ice
All right.
cream.
Oh,
Yeah, one ice
well, you
cream
didn't say that.
to share for the whole,
dairy-
not even just your family, everyone there.
Everyone is eating out
They
of the
throw
same
it into the
small bowl.
sprinkle pit. You have to jump into the sprinkle pit.
Unlimited spoons, though. Unlimited spoons.
Ah, okay. Well, that's fine.
The dairy that goes into that ice cream and the cheese and the pizza in Nashville must be the same dairy
Yeah.
farm.
Yeah.
It's the same
Seems
Wagyu cow.
Golden calf.
She just said Shadie goes, I'm not going to pay $500 to come in here.
No.
No.
Omega Mart's cheaper.
Yeah.
And Omega Mart's gigantic.
I think that's the problem. I think that Area 15 has because they've been successful.
Yeah.
They opened during the pandemic. I was wrong.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day where I could just say like within like a week when things would close?
Yes.
Like we had our hands on the pulse so well for a long time.
Yeah.
And like when Area 15 opened, I was like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
This is not going to make anything. It's too
I
far
thought
away from
Omega Mart.
everything.
I thought Omega Mart was stupid. I thought I could do a show at the Magician's Room. We were just wrong about some stuff, Jacob.
Yeah,
We're just wrong about
We're just
things.
wrong.
We're just wrong.
But now, because Area 15 has done so well, I hear that the rent is so high
yeah.
that anybody building in there, it's just so expensive.
When it's hot out, there's really few places to go.
That is true,
and
especially places where you can take people under 21 and like do stuff.
That's exactly it. Anyone under 21 during the day, it's the number one place to go take someone.
That makes sense.
But not $70 for ice cream photos.
In the world of Area 15, which is expensive, Omega Mart's expensive. Everything in Area 15 is not cheap. It's not like friendly local prices or anything like that.
No.
In that world, the ice cream museum has made splashes for being very expensive.
Exactly.
People are talking about how expensive that thing is.
I just can't imagine all the business plans go through. Like, yep, $70 a ticket. Yep, great. Moving on.
No problem.
I can get into the Met for $15.
Not
I'm
a
now
good-
understanding why their advert in the airport, because I walked past this when I was coming in, why they didn't actually put a price.
Oh,
on the
yeah,
poster,
yeah,
'cause
yeah.
I was walking past, I thought, oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
But they're advertising in the airport, which means that's a lot of money.
They're
Right,
doing fine.
they gotta support that airport.
It's the same thing with the people who are like, oh, we're the official like air conditioner service of the Las Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah.
Like, oh, so you're paying for advertisements in the T-Mobile Arena.
Yes.
So you're charging me a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm paying for that.
Yeah, that's it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes,
All right, so-
I am.
We got
But,
Shadie here from the Shadie
yes.
Movie Club.
That's right.
Shadie,
Oh, Paul
tell
is
us
not
a
the
little
one who
bit.
usually gets us back on topic.
I love
this
it.
Is
Tell
Sarah.
us-
I love it.
Well, this
I
is
love it.
because we're in my wheelhouse. Shitty movies is my
That's
life.
true.
So, Shadie, please tell us about the Shitty Movie Club.
First off, it's nice the last podcast I was on, it was I wasn't allowed to say shitty, which was
Oh.
a funny one. So when
That's
I
gonna
heard
be
you
hard to
throw
get
it,
around, right?
yeah,
Poopy Movie Club feels
we called
worse.
it crappy. We called it crappy movie club. We explained because it was to do with the sponsors. They checked with sponsors, and it's like, this is
I
funny.
see. Huh.
So
We're going
it's
to take
nice
with
to
some
be
of our
able to say
sponsors
it.
later. Don't you worry about
Yeah.
that.
We got our sponsors coming up.
Yeah, I mean, the brief history is before the pandemic, just me and some friends were like, remember when we used to watch shitty movies in college? And we just started doing it at my place. And then during the pandemic, I went to Vietnam for 3 weeks. Right before the pandemic, got stuck there for 2 years, which
Oh
was
wow.
awesome. But my friend, I had the best time. I was just motorbiking around a beautiful country where there was no COVID.
You
And
certainly seem to have a better time during COVID than I did.
Yes.
yeah, no, it was a good one. It was I didn't feel guilty. I'm supposed to say I felt guilty, but
I
I
wouldn't
didn't.
feel guilty.
No, I was great.
No, you happened to
Um,
get stuck in a nice place that was doing
yeah.
things well, and like
Yeah.
locked down the pandemic and took
Exactly.
care of their people.
Yeah, but we started doing them online over Zoom, and just like, it was funny because sometimes it would be 2 people, sometimes it would be 30 people. It was just my friends. And then when I came back, started doing them again. And, now I work remotely and I travel, so I do them. It's just kind of a fun social thing all over the place. And then last year, it'll actually be a year next week. I created an Instagram account, and I just started posting some of the clips that we've been watching, and it blew up. We just hit, I think we're like 225,000 followers on Instagram, and
Amazing.
about 100 on Facebook. And
Did you
then
understand the kind of scope of people that love shitty movies?
Yes and no. It's tough because you see these accounts, and a lot of the accounts, there are lots of accounts doing the same thing. Everyone has their own tone, everyone has their own approach. I think the name Shitty Movie Club has worked in my favor because there's a sense of sort of community with my followers that I don't think other accounts have.
Right.
Oh, sure.
And
And it started as a gathering event anyway, so you kind of had the community
exactly,
aspect in mind
exactly.
anyway.
Like I think one of the interesting things is whenever I post a story where we're all hanging out and watching it, like, we just did one in Vegas, whatever that was, 2
Yes,
weeks ago.
Pledge Night.
Yeah, which is awesome.
With the greatest fight choreography we've ever seen in a movie.
Also,
Yeah,
it was
like-
billed. Matt and I both went. It was billed as a horror movie. It was billed as a slasher movie.
Yeah.
Everybody was fine for 60
Yeah.
of the 90 minutes.
Yeah, it was really, it was,
We were
Yeah.
just confused.
It was a slow burn for sure.
Slow burn.
yeah,
We had to watch.
It's
We
like
had to watch men carry cherries in their butts with no murderous repercussions, no
None at all.
horror element to it.
None at all.
yeah.
Just a
It was
jaunty-
Well, there was
impressive.
horror. They didn't eat the cherries after. There was
Yeah.
horror involved. It was horrible.
But it's interesting because like one of the things that whenever I post stories about like, hey, look, it's a group of people watching a shitty movie, people get so excited and they want that. So I'm moving more into sort of public ticketed screenings. I want to start doing online screenings, and because it's just fun.
What is your favorite aspect of a shitty movie? Do you enjoy a movie that is written well and done poorly, or do you like something that is just shit from the top to the bottom? Do you want like boom mics coming into frame and them just leaving it? Like, do you like poorly executed shit, or do you like well executed shit? I guess is what I'm asking.
My favorites are usually the ones where you can tell, because I worked in film. Like I've worked in maybe on 50 indie movies before I got out of production.
I didn't know they made that many. There was Raiders of the Lost Ark. There was
not Indiana
what?
Jones. Independent.
Yeah, they called him Indy.
Yeah, I know that part's true.
Oh, okay.
Shady will never be able to get him off this. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. No, I'll careful of what I say. I don't notes. Like process. How can Jacob make a dad joke?
That was
Okay.
your fault.
Yeah, no, I take full responsibility. Yeah, it's my favorites are when people you can tell the difference. So I'm, knowingly bad movies are fun for sure, but they're not sort of my bread and butter. I love when it's someone really shooting for the stars, because I've met so many of these people when they're truly convinced during and even after that they've made a really good movie. And either people don't get it or it's ahead of its time. I mean, even recently, Francis Ford Coppola made Megalopolis, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
one of my all-time favorites, partially because it's The Room with a big budget and A-list
Yeah.
cast. But and he says I've invented a new language of cinema. In the future, all films will be made this way. Which I hope they
Oh
aren't.
my God.
But they, it's how. But the thing about it is, like, to take Megalopolis, it's not sort of. It is actually so. I'm going to say this very precisely. It's so carefully thought out. I can't say it's well thought out, but it's so
Okay.
Right.
deliberate. It
But-
is
but-
so deliberate.
He got what he wanted in each.
Yes.
Work
Yeah.
was
Frame.
put in, and
Yeah.
the work was successful in
Right.
that, like, they had a goal and they accomplished that goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you watch it 4 times, like I have, that's the only movie we've shown 4 times. It's, there'll be a line of
I thought that was
dialogue.
against the rules.
No, it depends. Yeah. We can get into
It's
that.
always a curated experience.
That's right.
Yeah.
I will say that, like, because I used to go to movie night at Penn's house, and
Yeah.
and I felt I had accidentally trained for that by what we used to do at my house when I was in my 20s. We would just surf cable for the worst movie on, back when they would just have like 11 movies playing at the same time.
If you could find something that Sandra Bernhardt was hosting,
Yeah, and
you were great.
and we would just sit around the couch and make fun of movies all night long, and that
Sure.
was like our funny thing. And then I went to Penn's, but Penn we would do is just flawed Hollywood movies. We movies that we thought were bad, but not necessarily like atrociously bad.
But it was also movies that people had heard of.
Yeah. We
It was,
regularly
wide release movies, that kind of thing.
we had a piggy and bacon rule, which is someone from the last movie has to be in the next movie. So they're
Oh.
the piggy in this movie, and they're the bacon in the next movie.
I like it.
because of after Kevin Bacon. So we were doing piggy bacon rules for we'd have to daisy chain our way from star to star to their next movie.
Oh, that would
like
be
that.
really fascinating to. I'm thinking of all the holes you could get into, like,
Oh, it's fun.
Ugandan
Yeah.
action movies. How do you
Oh my
how do you
goodness,
ever get
right? How
out
do you
of
find out it?
Ugandan
Yeah.
action
Yeah.
movies?
Yeah, that's it. And you find like a cameo from someone who has like a small part when they're young, and
That's it.
you go to a movie where they're older and better, more established, and that kind of stuff. It was super fun, but they were, you know, for the most part, like just flawed movies that, you know, just weren't awesome. They weren't necessarily like, totally bad, but they were great to make fun of, right?
Yeah.
Then I went to your thing, thinking it was be the same thing, and like, no, you found like very shittily accomplished movies from like, top to bottom.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
the core of it. Go ahead.
You introduced me to the Nevada National Treasure, which is Neil Brennan.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh,
Yeah. Breen.
Yeah, Neil
Breen,
Breen. I've
Neil
seen
Breen,
tons
sorry.
of Neil Breen on.
Neil Breen.
I was going to say, Shady. So I'm a fan of bad movie culture in general.
Yeah.
When you mentioned Neil
just
Breen,
for the audience, I
first
just want to
thing-
make just
Yeah.
tell them, Neil Breen shoots like as if you shot over a camcorder where you press record, go, line, stop, turn. I'm going to record you. You go.
Well,
stop.
if you've
You
seen his
go,
latest
stop.
stuff, it is heavily computer edited. It is
Yeah,
real-
it's-
he does a
yeah.
ton of effects.
It's it's really impressive.
Yeah,
He's
well,
getting
when
good.
when I hear Neil Breen, my first thought goes to Red Letter Media. I don't know if you follow those guys online at all. So love their stuff, and I've watched most of Neil Breen stuff through their filter. But I came up back in the day. My obsession, and still to this day was Mystery Science Theater 3000 and then Riff Tracks. Do you follow them at all as well?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So, I mean, and they've introduced me to it enough, but I think to your point, you're exactly right. For what I've found is the episodes that I love the best of theirs are movies that have a strong production value. They're well shot, well made, but they just fall short for some reason.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because then you can watch it and really you're not completely punishing yourself. but you can still find the foibles. And like you said, you get to see that there was effort put forth in this.
Yeah.
And you feel, as an artist, you feel that, oh man, somebody was really trying here.
Yeah, I mean, to me, shitty and bad are different. Like bad
Yes.
movies they can be, a major studio drama that is just kind of boring. That's bad. Shitty is awesome. Like they're hugely entertaining. You just you can't defend them as high art, but they're usually the most entertaining movies out there. And to Matt's point, the core of shitty is or shitty screenings are I'll curate 5 movies. Like the ultimate how it should go is it's 5 movies from 5 different countries. I show clips. I haven't seen them. No one in the room can have seen them.
Oh wow.
And then we vote on which to watch. That's like my favorite way to do it.
Oh,
And
that's
what
awesome.
And even when he showed us like a Star Wars ripoff of a movie Japan.
right.
Yeah.
And the whole room agreed that movie's actually probably pretty good. Like
Yeah.
we just saw like a minute. We're like, that movie is actually probably great. Like we all agreed that we would watch that under
enjoy it.
non-shitty movie night
I
circumstances.
just kind of want to watch that movie.
We just want to watch it. So
Yeah.
that one got a pass for the night because
Yeah.
we were there to
Yeah.
do shitty movie night.
It looks too
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then when I do
Also-
public ones, they have to be a little more vetted. Like we just did our 200th screening on Friday, and basically did it in 2 of my friends have this amazing house in Echo Park. It was like an architectural digest, and we took over the backyard and the pool and just set up a big screen outside. And for that one, I was like, here are 5 movies that I've seen that I loved that I would like to show you, and we voted on which of those to show.
So you knew
Nice.
every one of those was going to hit at least to some.
Yeah, and they were different enough, but they were
Sure.
also, because there were a lot of people there who hadn't been to a shitty movie. Like half the audience was sort of friends of mine who'd been looking for a bigger excuse to come check it out.
Got it. Got it. Cool. So
One of
you
my
wanna hit
favorite rules is
what's
you
up
can
with
vote for, what is it? Is it a 30-second rewind? What is it?
Yeah.
you can-
So if there's something you
Everybody
miss,
gets
if
one.
there's something, yeah. Although when we do it again with the big group, it's you have to start a chant. So you have to start saying
Oh, I like that.
rewind, because you can't have everyone. And it's funny because half the time it peters out, and it's just it's a funny moment.
It's a
But then-
self-governing
funny.
system.
Yeah, exactly. But then when it hits, it's great. And then the best are sometimes you get into rewind loops.
They watch
Where,
them
like,
over and over. They love us.
yeah, there have been times we watched like a clip, I mean like a 10-second clip 5 times just because and then it just starts becoming the repetition is what's making it funny.
Sure. That sounds
What about
great.
the difference
like,
between watching these movies by yourself and watching them with a group? Are
I mean-
shitty movies something that are as enjoyable to watch alone as they are with the group of people?
No, for sure no. sometimes I have to watch stuff because I almost always find a friend, even if it's just one friend, and we just, because it's sometimes it is better to not pay 100% attention through the whole thing. That actually will detract from the experience.
I would say it is usually better.
Right. Yeah, like you start feeling the pacing and the issue. Like you start struggling.
I watch this happen to people, especially people who have not come to a lot of shitty movie nights or anything. I watch them start paying a little too much attention to the movie and the plot of the movie and get a little sucked into the movie. And they stop talking. They start really just paying attention to the film. And you go like, hey, guys, this isn't.
I've actually
don't worry about this too
dangerous.
much.
Yeah.
Seen at Movie Night and Shitty Movie Club is that if someone can start to like basically their mock anger starts to grow to become slightly real anger.
Yeah, that's never a good one.
And then they're just actually just bitching.
Yeah.
And then you're like, no. We're not here to actually.
We're not here to actually complain about the quality of this movie.
Yeah, the world's frustrating enough. I wasn't inviting more into your life. Like, sorry. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's like watching any comedy, anything funny, whether intentionally or not. It's fun hearing other people laugh and feeding off each other's energy. Like even the what I noticed between an indoor and outdoor screening. I mean, it's the same for comedy shows and improv and
right.
It's sometimes the literal acoustics of the room affect you. Like I remember during COVID going to comedy shows, and the mere act of having everyone masked was muting their laughter, and I was realizing that without people's laughter being loud and feeding into each other, people, it's like, if I was going to the same improv troupe before and during, when people have to mask up, I was noticing a difference in the energy in the room hugely, just that muting. It's like and that's the whole thing about Shitty is it's a community builder. It's so many people have become friends from, because a lot of times I do.
To my Las Vegas magic show, it's like the magician's room put on one giant mask over my audience.
Oh, I thought you were saying that they wanted to people to enjoy the camaraderie of watching a shitty magic show.
Oh, that part's true. But boy, do they really love it more out loud in Nashville than they do in Las Vegas.
Yeah, if I do a Shitty Magic Club, Matt, you'll be my first call.
Oh my God!
That's
thank
a
you
joke.
So much.
I'm joking.
Oh, thank you.
I love Matt. I've worked with Matt plenty. I love him. Just for the record.
I know who else definitely loves Matt, respects his magic career, no problem at all. That's the following sponsor.
Today's show, I was tangent on this, by the way. Today's show is brought to you by Matt's Cat's Catch of the Day.
Ooh,
that's right, from New Hampshire Caveman in 2023. This is Matt's Cat's Catch of the Day.
Hey, I'm Shmeeky. And I'm Schmooky. Shmeeky and Schmooky here, and today we've brought yet another dead bird. That's right, it's a big dead bird. Just for Matt to show him how much we love him. We've spread the blood all over the carpet.
I'm not dead yet.
Oh, you will be.
Hey, Cats, it's me, Matt. I don't think this bird's quite dead yet.
Oh, well, just give us another moment and we'll get it dead as heck.
No, I can just gather my things on my own. I'll clean up my feathers and I'll be on my way.
No, bird. You're a sacrifice for our master Matt.
He's fine. He knows you love him.
Hey, look, a big fish.
Whoa, that's terrifying to us cats. That giant magic prop is terrifying.
Crushed it. Another sponsor. Nailed. Another. We are
Rock
improv
solid.
Gold. Of improvisation.
Gold.
Crushing
Always gold.
Suggestion after suggestion.
There we go.
Always gold.
I got a call from Vegas Vegas entertainment reporter Johnny Katz.
I saw Johnny's latest story about the magician's room, and I thought my first thought was, oh God, what NDA has Matt violated now?
I made sure to be not the first person he spoke to. After I got in trouble for talking to him last time, but I.
Well,
but
he knows you're
like, hey,
leaky sieve, though.
He goes,
he's tapping right into you, baby.
He's like, first call to Donnelly.
I gotta rattle that can one more time.
I gotta get the scoop.
I was his first text.
Of course.
You should, I'm not gonna read it, but it's like the most cautiously written text back to him that basically says like, don't look, nothing over here.
Want to see a fish? Aha!
And then he was like, he was like, yeah, he's like, hey, you started like what? Like 10 years ago. Yeah, 10 years ago in November. He goes, wow, look how far you've come. I was like, yes. Coming right to a closure of my show in Las Vegas. Look how far I've come. I've come to having the same amount of shows in Las Vegas as I did 10 years ago. Look at me go.
Look at me.
I was like, maybe now's not the time to take a beat on my progress.
Just sit back and reflect. Let's get some retrospect on this career that is currently stalled.
It's like, hey, I'm just getting a divorce. You know, you've dated a lot of people. Yeah, I'm not in the mood to really look back on that right now.
Boy, you guys lasted a really long time. Yeah, we did, I suppose.
I
guess you're right about that.
Now it's over.
So yeah, there's an article out today. I haven't read it yet, but yeah, it's.
I read it. It was perfectly nice.
Yeah. It's a clinical dissection of a failed endeavor. Yeah,
it was. I mean, it's what an entertainment reporter is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Reporting on in town. It's a venue is having some issues.
Yeah.
A performance venue is going through it, and they're doing the work, and like you know us, we support them.
Yeah. On top of it being a failed endeavor, my idea of what I could do there was also a failed idea. So there's two separate failures happening at the same time.
I wouldn't limit it to just two.
Oh, wow.
I think there's more than two failed endeavors.
I was like gambling on foot traffic and being like, yeah, I can just do Tuesday, Wednesdays, no problem, and just do this little mini residency while I still do pursue my other things on the weekends. And then I was like, no, turns out doing a show in Vegas is doing a show in Vegas. And then doing it on shittier days is shittier.
The foot traffic on the Link Promenade.
Yeah.
When you had this idea, I thought this was I was supportive of this idea. I thought it was a good idea. Like it's touching on a bit of the old school of like, hey, you're outside, it's hot, we got free air conditioning inside.
Yeah,
come on in. It's the old school advertising method.
Yeah,
and I was like, this is great because almost every day I walk past the Link Promenade, I see how many people are walking around out there. I was like, it's a ton of foot traffic. There's not that many places that have like tons of reliable foot traffic in on the strip anymore.
Yeah.
And boy, when it hit like 110 outside, that foot traffic died the fuck up.
Turns out
like it was
people
gone.
Like walking outside when it's 110.
Yeah. Like I walk past it now and I'm like, oh, there's nobody out there.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
No, I
didn't think about that possibility.
Even the idea, I said I'd do 6, at the time 8 more shows to finish out the run. That was dumb. I should have just called it.
Well, see, it's all the more reason to do like Shadie's doing, just a showing in an air conditioned area where it's just 2 hours of no sunlight whatsoever. You're just stuck in a nice dark room with people watching a terrible film, and you don't have to be subjected to the climate of Vegas that's killing everyone.
There we go. There we
go.
So just do that, Matt. When you put together those kind of shows, Shadie, and I know, I guess you're looking forward to like more curated screenings. What's the process of what's the legality of showing a feature for that kind of thing? Like what's all that?
So the idea is that because you're voting, you're not advertising a movie, you're buying a ticket to an event.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and
that was what I was wondering about how it works.
Yeah, and definitely if there's a movie, like I actually emailed Neil Breen a couple of days ago because I want to do a screening of one of his films, like officially, and advertise it. Haven't heard back yet. It's going to be a tricky one because he does take himself very seriously.
No doubt. Would you be looking to have him on in person? Would you be looking to have him there for the show, or would that be a little too much? Maybe.
I would love it. I don't know. I think that if I'm forthcoming about it being called Shitty Movie Club, I don't think it'll go well.
Yeah, he's not going to want to.
And it would be dishonest of me to not be forthcoming. It's interesting.
Even if he was the most chill, like with it, and like understood what he was doing with a wink, 2 hours of people like laughing at your work,
that could be it. Yeah, if it's something you took seriously.
Like first, like I don't know why we keep drawing parallels to my shitty magic show, but my very first show I did, I fucked up 4 of my 7 tricks in my Kickstarter shows. My very first shows where I learned 7 tricks from magicians. I have that on tape. To sit in front of an audience and watch them watch me fuck up for like 45 minutes would be a lot. to take in, even though I
Yeah.
know it's embarrassing, even though I know it's terrible. I think it'd be hard to get Neil to sit there and just want to watch his stuff while you do all the shitty stuff around him.
Yeah, and so, I've met him because I was involved in a screening of years and years ago. Actually, I think it was the LA premiere of Fateful Findings. I helped put that on. This is like before Shitty Movie Club was even a thing. But yeah, it's interesting because like I'll talk to filmmakers, like I'll if there's a movie I want to post a reel from, I've contacted directors before and been like, hey, are you interested in doing this as a collab reel? I've noticed that, bluntly, I'd be like, you have 20,000 followers and I have more than that. And so I'd love to sort of showcase. And most times I see, depending on who they are, I can see I would like the publicity, but surely that's bad publicity.
They're doing the
And
math.
yeah. And so, but in talking to them and explaining that like I'm celebrating these movies, I genuinely love them. I don't watch these movies because I think I'm really enjoying them and I'm bringing an audience to them. Like there are a couple of movies where distributors have mentioned to me that because I did like 2 or 3 reels that went viral from movies that people hadn't heard of, distributors are getting contacted about certain movies that they weren't before, which is really, really cool.
That's fantastic. Yeah, there's been a couple of success stories like that. I think one of the biggest of late was Miami Connection, right? Like finding that movie just thrown out, old reel, gets discovered by what was
I don't know what happened with Miami Connection. What happened?
Alamo Draft House worker finds a reel of this discarded film from the 80s.
Okay. Like just in the basement or something, or like
no,
like
just
hidden
like
there, or?
like I got it from some estate sale or something. I can't recall exactly.
Behind a painting in
it
the
was
foyer.
It was
The
essentially
eyes were
dead,
watching him.
a dead piece of art, right? It was just dead, and they show it at one of their bad movie nights, and the audience goes bananas because it is exactly that thing of this is terrible in many ways, but there is some magic in here and some weirdness and a vision that is different and strange. Yes, it's not going to find a mainstream audience, but it is going to find an audience, and it ended up being DVD, Blu-ray re-release, big thing.
Being celebrated by a small niche audience is not a terrible thing.
It's our life. That's our livelihood, baby. That's absolutely it. It's a lot of creators online, right? Yeah.
I mean, it's funny because at a certain point, if you don't find mainstream success, surely if you're given the options, like, is this the kind of success you might not seek it out, but it is also amazing to see people just
non-mainstream
loving what
success.
you're making.
I don't know, Jacob, Paul, what do you guys feel about non-mainstream success?
This is exactly it. That's why these kind of endeavors flourish.
I'm a huge fan of not having mainstream success.
You don't reach everybody, but you get and I think what you've spoken to too, you experience this wonderful community. That's the key, right? It's community always.
But asking the artist, getting back to that, asking the artist to come and kind of subject themselves to it and watch it. I mean, it is kind of the same boat as how many major celebrities go and accept their own Razzie.
Yeah. I think it's
kind of in that same neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly. So it's interesting because Larry Cohen, who he did Borat and he did The Dictator. He did a Nick Cage movie called Army of One, and I hit him up, and honestly, I think his first reaction was like, I don't really consider my movie shitty, and he seemed a little bit offended.
Sure.
And I explained and pitched him as like, total respect, just this is what I'm doing, this is what I thought.
Yeah.
And then he collabed on the reel with me. And the first reel we did together got over 1 million views. It was like a crazy Nick Cage moment that I just hadn't seen online at all. Because there are clips that you do see doing the rounds, and I hadn't seen that one.
There's so much to choose from. That's a rich Nick Cage take.
I know that movie. I know the Army of One movie that you're talking about with Nick Cage.
Yeah.
And I mean, talk about a guilty pleasure movie. I love that movie. It's so much fun, but it fits into this. It fits into what you're talking about just perfectly.
Yeah. Well, and there's also an interesting
Did he have a change
story.
of heart?
Yeah. He collabed on the reel with me, and then he even suggested a second scene for us to do together. He's like, "This is a great scene."
Do you regret naming this project the Shitty Movie Club because of that. Like there is a bit of a barrier to entry now that you've accidentally created
You
to
know,
getting these people to collaborate with you.
You know what's funny is I have another Instagram account called A Film You Might Like, and shitty movie reels take me about an hour to edit on average because I actually go through and I break up every clip and the audio and I overlap and I take reaction shots from elsewhere and I'll take a 3-minute scene and make it into a 1 minute and just like I really do craft it. But it takes about an hour. A film you might like, the reels take me.
All right. You edit things I don't. It's fine. You don't have to keep pointing it out.
But a film you like has, I think those reels take me anywhere from 4 to 8 hours, and it's about recommending good movies. And I have, I think, 160 followers, period. And
the shame of this is I don't even know about this account.
Yep, I gave up. I was just like, this sucks. I just spent like some of my real, like when Sinners came out, I put up, here are 10 vampire movies from 10 different countries that you should watch. And it's a great reel. I'm so proud of it. Got like 2,000 views. And then I put up like I bought a vampire motorcycle, gets 2 million in 2 days. And it's just like, great. Okay, I know. Yep. So
you understand now what the people want.
Yeah, they don't want
You're
me
doing
here
the work.
to talk about good movies. So
Americans, especially, we are not a country who is often talked about as celebrating quality. Yeah, it's not really what we do. We celebrate quality.
I think it's an element of the internet culture as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just as a whole. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's great that you can actually reach out to some of these folks and get a change of heart after they see the results and that kind of thing. And I think to your point too, it's probably easier to get performers that were in some of these projects rather than the auteurs who were crafting.
Yes,
right?
100%, 100%.
Actors and whatnot, they're much like, oh yeah, it was a paycheck, and I'm
right.
I understand that not everything hits because that's the other side of it too. I think directors don't get that same grind that performers do. You know?
Yeah, and I think the reason I was bringing up Larry is I think it's also easier if you have had success to sort of
that might be a good point.
Yeah, I think that because I think if you've never had success and that's the only perception of your work, I think that's a tougher pill to swallow.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I mean, what was interesting about Army of One is, that movie was re-edited and released without his permission by the Weinsteins, and which is weird that they weren't into consent. But
it's the worst thing they ever did.
Yeah. But like he has a director's cut online where he, just put up his own version out. And, part of what I did with the reel when it was getting so many views was I directed people to that, the link on YouTube. And, that was, I think he enjoyed that. It's just being like, hey, I told the story in the description. But yeah, out of it. Wait, were you about to say something, Matt?
I was going to say, Shadie, you asked us before we came on air to tell you our favorite shitty movies.
That's what I was about to say. Look at us.
I was going to do an ad and then pivot to that.
Oh my gosh, you guys were on the same page, and let's keep patting ourselves on the back for another minute.
Well, real quick,
I just want to everybody.
This time I'm clapping.
Job.
It was interesting. The last ad that you guys did when you were, riffing afterwards, I was just sitting here being like, I hope I didn't miss a text about I'm supposed to be doing something right now.
No, you're not supposed to do any of the ads.
No.
I'll just do a dance when you do it.
There you go.
Good. That is actually contractually what you're supposed to be doing.
You can dance if you want to.
Yes. Here's a sponsor.
Today's show is brought to you by Kal-El Cousins, Kara's Super Dog Sitting Service. That's from DJ Popsicle in 2025. Kal-El's cousin Kara's Super Dog Sitting Service.
Right, I'm Supergirl, innit? Yeah, I'm here to take care of Crypto. But look what I did. I ended up getting him shot with an arrow. I shouldn't be trusted with no dogs, never. No, I'm a terrible dog sitter. Took him to a planet with a red sun. What a garbage idea. What a stupid idiot I am. I got to take you somewhere and you be safe. No, let the dog get hurt. That's what I did. But go ahead, trust your dog to me. Supergirl. Yeah. Oh, what's the matter? Did your dog die while I was under my care?
No, I'm the little boy from Old Yeller, and I'm here to kill that dog. Oh.
Well, hurry up and put Crypto down. Put him out of his misery. Got an arrow in his head, don't he?
Bang!
Finish him off.
Oh, Oh, now I've killed
There you
another
go.
dog.
Nice one, mate.
Wah, I'm here too. Wah.
Oh, who are you?
I'm just a random guy who likes to kill dogs. Got me around, I could kill.
Look, we don't accept senators here. No, we don't allow members of the government in this dog killing space right now. Sorry,
All right. Well,
Mr. Random guy who likes to kill dogs. I know you.
I'm a senator.
That's right. I know.
You senators. You crazy
You
senators.
dog killing senators. I know you.
Hit our Hey Scoops to check out.
There you go. Yay.
So what did we send in shitty movies to you for, Shadie?
Wait, so sorry, say again?
Why did we send shitty movies to you?
Oh, we're just going to talk about your favorite shitty movies.
You want to make sure he's familiar with our selection.
Which in most cases I wasn't, which was, that's also what's amazing is since I started this, I have a link on the Instagram where you can submit suggestions. And it's just like, I get multiple suggestions a day of movies I've never heard of. So I'm like, I'm just over what it's just. But also, real quick before we talk about yours, because dogs, you're just talking about dogs. Have you guys? Do you know Love on a Leash?
No.
Oh.
So Love on a Leash is, I think it deserves to be up there with The Room. It is one of the greatest shitty movies I've ever seen.
Oh my God.
It's it just starts. It feels like when you start watching it, it feels like, did I miss 30 minutes? Because it's just like, and you're just, there's a dog walking around and you can hear its thoughts and there's no sound design at all. It's just silence and then like bad VO with like background noise, like shh, and then
people don't understand how uncomfortable that is.
It puts people, I think that might be why it's not more popular. And you quickly realize the dog is a man trapped in a dog's body and he has to sort of Beauty and the Beast style get a woman to fall in love with him in his dog form, but he can't talk. You can hear his thoughts, but no one else can. And it's filmed in LA and they're walking the dogs around Echo Park. And then it's directed by an older Asian American lady. And I hate to say this, but like the portrayal of men in the movie is so terrible. It's like, what happened? What happened to you? Like this, and it justifies this woman being like, the dog's not that bad. Compared to all the men that she's encountering, and it has like 300 scenes. I'm not even joking. It's just like a scene
cut after cut.
Scene. It's just, it's so intense. Like it makes you, I remember we were watching it, none of us had seen it. I'd barely heard of it, and I was just like, I put it on and we watched a little bit, and I think that was one of the few ones where we start watching for the vote and then we just never stopped. I was like,
oh wow,
we're just watching.
That's quite a category.
We've just kind of like started,
we just did.
And yeah, like 15, 20 minutes in, I was like, how long do you think we've been watching this? And everyone guessed like 30 to 45 minutes, and it had been 15 minutes, which was even knowing we're just blood, but like it just the pace was so crazy of these scenes just cutting. I need to rewatch it.
Love on a Leash.
Love on a Leash.
Were people talking more or less while you were watching that clip than usual?
I think
I bet less.
Yeah, we're definitely talking less because it's very dialogue based and it's the pacing. It sounds like it sucked you all in. Yeah, but also the no sound design thing really threw everyone off.
It's incredibly important, as Jacob, the audio guy, will tell you.
Yeah,
sound design is very important, and when you get that hiss and that, it can really
like when you
quickly
watch,
throw people off.
When you watch like dailies or incomplete edited films, that don't have those music beds.
Yeah.
That's where you go to see those things. And it is. I mean, you watch those and you realize how much work those music beds are doing and how much work the Foley guy just doing the footfalls as people are moving around while you can't see their feet. Like, listen to footfalls in movies when you cannot see feet. They're there constantly and you don't notice them ever.
Yeah. Paul, what was the movie that you submitted to Shadie?
I submitted the classic Revenge of the Ninja, part 2 of the Ninja trilogy, which is Enter the Ninja, Revenge of the Ninja, and Ninja Domination. So you are somewhat familiar with this, I'm sure.
You have two physical copies of this movie.
I have two
in your
physical
hand.
copies of this movie. I love this.
Oh, the same movie. Not even. I was like,
movie.
I thought you said, yeah. So
No,
Enter
this
the
is
Ninja.
same movie. Enter the Ninja.
What's
Revenge
funny?
of the Ninja. So Enter the Ninja is the first one. This is Revenge of the Ninja is the second one, and this is the same one, Revenge of the Ninja, the DVD release. This is Sho Kosugi, the martial arts master, and his actual son, who is the co-star in the movie. So he got his kid in this film. It's about a guy, a hapless warrior who's tried to leave his ninja ways behind.
I'm gonna show some stuff on the video here.
He's tried to leave his ninja ways behind, and ends up getting caught up. Yeah, his home village gets destroyed by a group of terrible ninjas, and then he gets caught up in this art house place where they're selling these beautiful little statues, but they are all filled with drugs, and he's ended up becoming like a mule for these drug places he didn't mean to be. And of course, he's the main love interest. It's got some incredible effects in it and some really wild scenes. That moment there you just saw with him kicking in the van. He ends up getting drugged behind that van in those brown pants. I remember this movie so well. My uncle introduced me to this film back when I was like 13. I was staying in his place. We were hanging out, and he just rented this movie from the local movie spot to just have us watch. And this was absolutely inappropriate. It was
so he rented it blind.
One of my favorite. He didn't care. He's
He
like,
just
here,
rented a
watch
movie
this.
that
He
said
didn't care.
ninja on it. Yeah.
Yeah,
there
he's
was
like,
a
here,
big
watch this, boys.
Ninja kind of fetishizing that happened in the 80s.
Oh,
Ninja was
yes.
huge for a minute. Yeah, Ninja was
And
everywhere.
there was like that
And so
American Ninja movie series that was.
a TV show
I have
where the
those
kid was
as
a
well.
ninja.
Those are all.
Yeah.
It's all in the same
And
time
they're all
frame. So
terrible.
Yeah, was it a smoke bomb? It could just disappear.
Yeah.
He just
disappeared.
does
They're all
crazy
terrible. They're
attacks.
also all racist, by the way. They're also just all of them. It's fine.
They
I
were
mean,
taking
these are a
baby
little
steps
less
there,
racist
Jacob.
because it's
They were.
Shokosugi
They were set in their ways.
trying to hold this together. But yeah, but also, I mean, you might remember. So he, like I said, he's being dragged behind this van, and then he stands up, and he's got his brown pants on. They're a little bit torn. He has a streak of blood on each leg, and it's just the silliest looking stuff. That kind of thing. The ramifications of violence are very incoherent and strange. There's also a moment I'll never forget where a ninja is breaking into a secret location, and a security guard's coming for him down the hallway. The ninja quickly throws these pointed jacks over his shoulder and a bunch of little bearing balls, and the guard slips, falls face first into the jacks, and comes up with a face full of jacks in his head. It's really there are some moments in this.
Unfortunate.
There are some moments in this movie that are unforgettable. And of course, the enemy, the evil ninja, turns out to be a white guy businessman.
Great.
Which is,
Yep.
well, so that there's a little bit of the not quite so racist thing going on there, which is great. But if you remember, do you recall the show The Master back in the day? So The Master was Lee Van Cleef and Dick Van Patten's son.
Okay.
In this thing, and Lee Van Cleef was a ninja master, which of course that was a bit racist. So they would go town to town.
Just that much.
They would go
What
town
about
to
a white
town
ninja's
solving
racist?
crimes.
Just a dusting.
They would go town to town solving crimes, and the gimmick was Lee Van Cleef was looking for his long lost daughter, and this only lasted one season. Mystery Science Theater did 2 movies of it, which are just 4 episodes of the show. There it is, The Master in chat. And Sho Kosugi from Revenge of the Ninja is the antagonist in that series. He's the evil ninja that Lee Van Cleef is fighting. So I think this kind of led to the creation of The Master as a side project and whatnot. But if you're looking for something that will actually keep your attention with the crazy martial arts, but it's badly done, like in the very beginning, there's like 6 ninjas stabbing this guy in his back, and then they're all just stab him in the same spot and pull
Oh,
back.
you ninjas.
Tiny little bit of blood.
Those rascals.
Little kids getting shurikens right in the dome. It's nuts. And I just, again, I own it twice. I
That's
love
amazing in
I
itself.
love this movie. I love this movie. It's one of those so bad it's good. And yeah, there's the master. There's Show in the background, not far off from his old ninja days, and ridiculous Timothy Van Patten riding off that 8 is enough money, doing his thing. He's gone on to be a director as well.
Yeah.
Which is really, really funny.
That's amazing.
But yeah, I highly recommend watching the Mystery Science Theater ones of Master Ninja. But
That's
yeah,
funny.
Revenge of the Ninja, top-notch garbage.
So I have a few quick things to say. So I've seen Ninja 3, which I didn't realize was, I just assumed it was Ninja 2, not Revenge of the Ninja.
Yeah, no, it's,
yep,
exactly.
which is fair.
Ridiculous assumption on your part.
Yeah, I know. But Enter the Ninja has, a very viral clip from it. You know the one I'm talking about. Actually, Jacob, I sent it to you just now on Instagram, just in case you're.
Oh, okay.
If it's easy to pull up, great. But if not, you can
Enter
just
the Ninja,
send
the
it,
first one.
send it in the chat.
It's another ton of crazy stuff. Yeah.
So something, because we were talking about the fad of ninjas. So I grew up in England, and something that I love to share with Americans that I don't think most people realize is ninjas were considered too violent for kids, even the word. And so the popular kids show was called Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
Right.
Yep.
And Hero Turtles.
There was a brief moment where eventually they re-recorded the song, but the first time I heard the song, it was very badly dubbed. So it'd be like Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. And as a kid, I was like, that's weird. I didn't even know about why.
Wrong
I was like,
what's weird is it sounded like you said it was badly dubbed, and then you did an excellent job of dubbing.
But yeah. So, and then the other thing about, do you know, God, I'm going to forget the names of Stanley something. Ninja Terminator. Are you familiar with Ninja Terminator?
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
No.
Yes. Well, there's
Godfrey Ho.
Ninja Terminator and there's Robo Terminator. No.
Ninja Terminator, 1986.
So Ninja Terminator was this awesome screening. It's the one where I forget his name, but there's the Garfield phone. They're having a really intense conversation about like killing each other, and he answers a Garfield phone. It's like, what? That movie, we showed it outside in Perth, Australia. It was just like, had one of those big inflatable screens. And halfway through, one of my friends, Poppy Lissaman, if anyone's familiar with her, she's a fashion designer. She just points out, she's like, guys, I just looked this movie up. These are two different movies. And I didn't realize fully that half the characters never interact with the other half. Like it felt disjointed, but you don't realize that because there's shots. Basically, they took a movie.
Yes.
And then they redubbed this movie and then shot extra footage with American actors.
Fascinating.
But by dubbing it,
part of this movie. I must have seen it with you.
Yeah. Well, they've done a few of them. They've done a few. I've definitely I showed that clip you just showed for years. Like every 6 months, I throw it up for the vote, and it never got the vote. So you've probably seen it.
Maybe that's
but I didn't watch it until about a year ago. But it was just such a crazy oh right, yeah, none of these actors have been in a room with these actors. They're only linked by dialogue, which is dubbed, which wasn't even the original dialogue. So this person's like, if we redouble these scenes, we can create a plot that works. And it was incredible. It was really. Yeah, so they would buy these movies for cheap, use that footage, bring American actors in to market it, and Godfrey Ho did it, and he did a few of them, but yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things, like if you hit, then it's cheap and easy, and it's just going to print money.
Yeah.
Like if you hit while you're doing that, you've just made the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
It's great.
Jacob, what movie did you send Shadie?
Oh, I sent in the 1977 classic Chatterbox.
Yes.
Not familiar at all.
I've got the physical on that one too. Sitting over.
Amazing. Of course.
I went out. I had to grab it because we talked about it on the show. I found it just scrolling through bad movie stuff, and the boys actually watched it, and Jacob fell in love.
I watched it with some friends a couple of years ago, and oh my God, it is the basic plot as I remember it is a woman wakes up one day and her vagina can talk and is sentient. It's a whole character.
I like it. It's very feminist.
If you're thinking to yourself like, oh, they must have done like animation to have like talking vaginas. No, they didn't do any of that. But they did. Everybody got naked. It's like almost a soft core porn.
Mm-hmm.
Almost.
But
it's got too much wisdom for it to be softcore porn.
So much wisdom. So much wisdom. It is.
And too much Rip Taylor for it to be
there is a little bit of Rip Taylor in there.
When did you first encounter Chatterbox?
Just a few years ago. Maybe just a year or two after COVID.
So this wasn't like a thing where you saw as a kid and you're like, boobies.
No.
Later on.
This was one I brought to the show. I brought this to the show. I told you this is one of the ones I was watching on and it was on Tubi or Amazon, I think.
I don't remember. Yeah. We didn't know. We've talked about this before because I saw this and talked about it on the show. Yeah, it's the whole thing. The best part about it though is the vagina doesn't just talk.
What do you mean?
She sings. She does musical numbers. They try in the movie to put together a musical show starring this woman's vagina.
Are the Broadway rights up for grabs?
When SJ and Hazel Honeysuckle and I watched this together, we talked for a couple of months about putting together a live stage show version.
Absolutely be a killer live stage show.
Troy Hurd would do this in 2 seconds.
He should.
It's a really good idea.
It's amazing.
Oh, Scooper Nova Girl was saying it was an actual off-Broadway production at one point.
I think that might be why we stopped playing with the idea. Actually, I think we discovered that.
Somebody had
I think we discovered somebody.
So the Broadway rights aren't up for grabs. From the cold, dead hands of some production company in New York.
Also the Weinsteins.
It's funny you mentioned it being borderline softcore. Something I've learned in showing these movies to people. Again, growing up in Europe, my definition of softcore is different to Americans.
Yes.
My threshold. It's funny because I was raised in a strict Muslim household, but also I was raised in Europe. So there's, but like we were watching, I don't know, there's the movie Get Even, which is also called Road to Revenge. Yeah, Get Even, exactly. It's one word. It's also called Road to Revenge, and it's also called Champagne and Bullets.
Okay.
And
that movie.
People
Teller.
And everyone was like, this is softcore. I'm like, no, it's not. It's it's got a. I mean, I think my defense was it has a plot, it's not really.
It's really funny that you say that movie in particular. It's the same thing with Revenge of the Ninja. There's a moment where there's a hot tub scene, and for Americans, we see topless hot tub and go, oh, how risque, how cutting edge, how we think it's something, but then of course the hot tub scene is always followed by the people in the hot tub being murdered. So American audiences will take just so much sex or even insinuation of sexuality, and then there has to be violence. There has to be horrible repercussions for showing your naked body.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I've been getting into the.
There get to be.
Yeah.
Well,
the Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
Oh, brother, I got the full collection. Yeah.
So I didn't realize until very recently that was it's not a universe, but that they made 12. They call it boobs and bullets or whatever. I think that's what they call it. 12 of those movies with the same people. Yep. So we just showed Dallas Connection.
Bikinis, bullets, and
yes, that might be bombs. Maybe there's a lot of bees actually. Now that we
it's a bunch of bees. Yeah.
But we showed Dallas Connection, and there's sometimes you watch a movie because when I'm watching with people, I'm like, hey, I have an Instagram account, I post every day, so I need clips. So when I'm watching a good movie, I can get 3 clips from. And I think I'm already at 6 or 7 from Dallas Connection, and they've all done pretty well because there's just so many crazy moments.
There's 12 movies in that universe?
Yeah. Dude, it is a rich tapestry.
Where did the money come from?
I assume the money tree.
I think what they were doing was they would make posters of the next one as
Yeah.
if it was done and sell it to
Ah,
distributors and
gotcha.
then use that make money to make it real quick.
You know, it is said often how similar the entertainment business is to a Ponzi scheme. It's not a big step to make it an actual Ponzi scheme.
No.
Shady, have you seen the documentary Electric Boogaloo, all about
No.
the Golden Globus guys, the Canon company? So
Mm-mm.
these are Canon films as well. So you know
Yeah.
you know the Golden Globus thing, right?
Yeah.
Canon films, their final hurrah was, of course, Masters of the Universe back in the day, and it was a terrible flop, and it destroyed the whole company. That was what they put all their eggs in that basket, and it killed it. But if you get a chance to watch Electric Boogaloo, anybody who's interested in bad movies, those boys were responsible for so much shit and so much stuff that you love. They had an interesting batting average, but they're behind these as well. But exactly what you're talking about, of everything's on a shoestring, the next project feeding the next project, feeding the next project, getting ahead of themselves. They were behind the Superman films. You know, they had production behind the original Christopher Reeve Superman things, and by the time they got to 4, everything kind of hit the fan again with them too. But yeah, if you get to watch,
They
Electric
also got in
Boogaloo,
trouble, right? Didn't they shoot 1 and 2 at the same time, or shoot 2 and 3 at the same time?
Well, the Donner cut never really paid out right. You know, it's just weird, and it's you got to see. But like I said, Electric Boogaloo, fantastic bad movie documentary, just really great. Yeah.
I'm just impressed. Like, I could definitely make one bad movie, and I have, but the fact that I could string that into 12 unprofitable movies is really really unbelievable.
But they're
feat.
not unprofitable. That's just it. There is a little somebody's
They're
getting
slightly
a little
profitable.
taste. Yeah.
That means something. That means
Slightly profitable. There are movie companies that go by on slightly profitable for decades.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, what was your selection for these bad films?
Oh, I threw one that I knew was well known, but I threw out 2 to Shady, because one was Jim Cotta, which everyone in the anyone who likes shitty movies has come across this movie.
No Jim Cotta.
The other thing is an actual Olympian cast as an action hero, and all he does is fight the entire time. There's basically no dialogue in it. And what was happening is that I brought up earlier that we would just flip around the channels. So Jim Cotta was always on one of these channels.
Right.
But we never saw the beginning, so we always said, this movie makes no sense. We just see him fighting all the time, and everyone just wants to kill this guy, and we don't know where he is or what's going on.
So y'all all assumed you just missed the first
missed
half
the plot
hour.
point. And the plot point that we finally saw the beginning is that he finishes an Olympic routine in front of an Olympic competition. The crowd goes wild. A guy meets him and goes, "We need you in blank, blank, blank." And he goes, "I will ask no questions." And then he goes. So there's no explanation. He says, "I will ask no questions."
He says the words, "I will ask no questions."
Yeah, he says, "I will ask no questions." Then he goes.
That's
and
an
so
improv
no
mantra. That's an improv mantra.
No,
The
that's
guy's just a
amazing.
great improviser. I will ask no questions.
He's just the great improviser.
When we saw when we saw that scene finally after watching Jim Cotta like 7 times, when we saw that scene, we just fell on the floor laughing. We just could not stop laughing.
That's the entire crowd.
You know what's funny is we just linked Jim Cotta and Christopher Nolan, because my favorite moment in Tenet is when the scientist is explaining the science and she just says to him, like, "Don't try to understand it, it won't make sense." It's like, all right, cool. That's amazing.
I think it's kind of at least one person's job in this process, but sure, yeah. In the fictional process and the relationship to the audience, I feel like it's
somehow
Palpatine
Palpatine has
storytelling
returned.
process.
Classic.
Exactly.
Somehow Palpatine is back. Yep. Oh God.
And then I submitted maybe again, like we talked about the actual quality of shitty movies. This might be too high quality for Shitty Movie Club, because this is actually a well-made movie. It's just a flawed thing. I submitted it was again from this time in my household with my boys. Bootmen, the Australian tap dancing movie, where a guy works at a factory. And
I'm very excited to talk about this.
His dad wants him to stop tap dancing, and he won't stop tap dancing. And he finally convinces all the people at the factory to weld taps onto their workman boots. and there's a ton of huge tap numbers with like hairy muscular dudes doing big tap numbers together. And there's like a motorcycle chase, and there's like it's a really weird movie.
From the people that brought us the stage show Tap Dogs.
Yes. That was the thing.
I have multiple friends who did Tap Dogs. I'm thrilled about this.
We would just love this movie. It would come on like once in a while late at night or whatever on one of these bad channels, and we just couldn't stop watching Bootmen. And it's just really after-school special level dramatic conversation between father and son about letting him be the tap dancer he needs to be, kind of thing. And
is this a movie that your wife has watched?
No.
This is a Sarah Lowe movie.
I would actually maybe get her to watch this. I would definitely watch it again.
Drama,
so it's been a while.
Tap dancing.
Yeah.
Like this is up Sarah's alley.
There's also like this thing, like as my kids will get older, is that like Penn stopped hosting movie night, right? And so I'm like, there's a thing of like when my kids are older, I think I want to start some kind of movie night thing like we used to do at Penn's.
We just did a movie night here at my house on Monday this week, and just had a few people over, and it was so nice. It was so great. We watched the Indian movie RRR.
Yeah,
and watched the whole thing. I took a page out of your book, Shadie, on this on hosting a movie night. And that was, I made a rule. And the rule was, we're going to start the movie at 8 p.m. because it's 3 hours and change long. I was like, we're starting the movie at 8, and we are not stopping it. There is no rewinding. There is no pausing. There is no nothing. This is like a movie theater. It's on. It's playing. Everybody talk. Go mill around. Do whatever you want to do. But we're not stopping this fucking movie.
There's a moment in RRR where the guy sign languages... to like another guy,
a stranger
they've never met, and they interpret each other's sign language correctly to like do a thing where they swing on like a flaming rope like around underneath a bridge and like do the most unbelievable...
There's a horse and a motorcycle involved.
It's the most coordinated
and to be fair,
thing, and they did it all off of like batting signals. It's amazing.
It's not like they're doing American Sign Language at each other.
No,
it's not an accepted sign language. They're making gestures at a stranger, and somehow the stranger figures out, drive this horse off a bridge, but grab this rope first.
So, just a follow-up story to Bootmen was that on 19th Street there was a bar called McManus.
Okay,
and that's where everybody from UCB Theater and the comedy scene used to come and hang out afterward. And so would all the writers from Daily Show and Tonight Show and SNL and all the people. It was like a big comedy hang spot.
Nice.
Down there, and I would hang there all the time, and it was really fun to go there after improv shows, and it felt like super exclusive and hip, and it was a total hole-in-the-wall bar.
Yeah.
But one day, walking in with my friend John, is the star of Bootmen, Adam Garcia.
Oh.
And I literally go, oh! And my friend's like, what? And I go, that's the fucking star of Bootmen. Now, this is a star where I regularly like saw like Parker Posey hang out with like Amy Poehler. Like many a famous comedian came and hung at this bar, and we never gasped or pointed at anyone. But in the middle of this bar, I was like, oh, it's fucking Adam Garcia from Bootmen.
Those are the best.
And my friend's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I go, it's an Australian tap dancing movie.
Did you talk to him?
I talked to him. I said, can I make a call?
Good.
I called my roommate Sam, and I was like, Sam, I'm fucking here with the star of Bootmen, Adam Garcia. Say hello. He was so embarrassed. He was not happy to be recognized as the star of Bootmen.
Oh,
I wanted him to celebrate it with you.
No, he was like, he was definitely in America to like not, to
talk
do
about
more
Bootmen.
than that.
He's trying to break free of the Bootman stigma.
And I was, this is like 1 o'clock in the morning. I was not a sober person going.
Sure. You weren't out of your cups.
I am not the good guy in this story. I'll tell you that much right now. I am the bad guy in this story.
But I would have liked for him to have laughed along with you, and both of you left the encounter.
He took it so
joyfully.
Look at him in the poster. He took it charmingly well.
Yeah.
He's actually better looking and more charming than Adrian Brody, and he's in that category of person.
Yeah.
So he took it actually charmingly well.
I'm
He just was
sure.
he was like jokingly like, please let's stop talking about this.
Yeah.
Let's not do this or whatever. But he was awesome. He was a class act all the way. But yeah, no, you're right. I should watch this with Sarah.
Do you think this was a case of kind of like what Shadie was talking about earlier with trying to get people to collab? Like he just thought you were making fun of him?
I think,
and didn't want to share kind of the joy that, or didn't kind of explore the actual joy behind it.
I think there's the way to talk about this is like I've discussed on air with Penn director's cut many times. Penn crowdfunded and filmed director's cut with Adam Rifkin. And in it, you're like, hey, we know we're making indie film.
It's the one where he drove a tank through the house, right?
No, that's a different movie called The Grounds that never came out.
Oh, that's
but it's actually still his his friend is still trying to finish that movie.
Oh, nice.
Out. It's so hard to make a movie. It's so hard to make a movie.
So hard.
It's so hard to make a movie.
Yes.
That's why there's an endless supply to Shadie's list. Is because people will not stop trying to make them.
Oh,
but it's so fucking hard to make a good movie.
Yeah.
And I remember saying to Penn, I was like, but you thought it was going to be a little indie film anyway. He goes, and Penn goes, Matt, we all say that, but we hope that they all take off. We all say we're going to make a little independent film to make it whatever, but we hope it can. And so Adam Garcia Pride was like, hey, there's never been an awesome tap dancing movie. And I think we finally cracked the code.
Yeah.
That's what makes you buy into doing a movie like that. That if there's going to be a celebrated movie like Flashdance, but for tap, right? That's the pitch, right? So you're hoping you're making this, right? And then it comes out and everyone's like, what the fuck is that? And you're like, yeah, you're right. We didn't crack the code. That code is uncracked.
It is the worst when you do something like that and people criticize it and you just agree with all the people criticizing.
Yeah.
You're like, yep, you're right. I got that wrong.
Yes. Yeah. But that's it. Yeah. Like you said, like Megalopolis. I'm going to reinvent the way people make films. It's like you of course think all of these thoughts along the way. This could be terrible. Is anyone like this? And then also like, I am a genius. This is going to change the world. All those thoughts happen whenever you're doing any kind of big project. So, think about tech space. People just spend their days just daydreaming about some kind of way to use tech, and then that's going to change mankind. Yeah, it's they're wrong most of the time. Mm-hmm. So was the director of Bootmen.
It's funny.
Home runs,
Jacob,
but it's well made.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
So Jacob, you remember the screening we did at your house of a different Indian movie?
I was reminded of it when we watched RRR the other night. Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny because that was a 3-hour movie with an intermission, and we did the voting, and I was like, hey guys, if you want to do this, we need to watch this now. And everyone dillied and dallied. And the thing
I have a party house and people were partying around the house.
Yep.
And the
thing that was soul crushing, that was the first time I was frustrated, was I didn't know that it was part 1 of 2. So when you're watching a 3-hour movie and it's like 1:30 to 2:30 in the morning, and then it ends to be continued, we were all just like, no, what the actual fuck is happening? Like it was like, and I've never watched the second part, even though it was great. If I'd watched that movie, if we'd started 3 hours earlier, it would have been great. I just remember that being like, you're kidding me. There's no
that's right. I forgot about that.
It's hard to maintain that level of like fun scrutiny. Yes. For 3 hours. You just kind of run out of.
Though this is where vetting them comes in. Like there are absolutely Bollywood, and not just Bollywood, but Indian in general, films. Like Southern Indian cinema has some of the craziest films I've ever seen that are, I don't care how long they are. Actually, there's a trilogy called Doom, DHOOM. And there's 3 of them, and I wish they'd make more. They're kind of like Fast and the Furious, but with motorbikes. And the level of the scope of the stunts is so much crazier than even the Fast and the Furious. I mean, they're more like RRR, but modern and tech, so it can be. But like some of the stuff going on in those movies is just absolutely insane.
One of my proudest comedic moments of my life was my improv group went and saw Pearl Harbor when it came out. The movie Pearl Harbor. Yes. And we were making fun of it quietly as the movie was going on. And then, maybe we were annoying a few people here or there, but we were trying to really do our best to be respectful of it. And then when Pearl Harbor, when you see the movie, it basically is Pearl Harbor and Pearl Harbor 2 starring Alec Baldwin. There's like basically the second half of the film is basically this brand new film structure that's introduced. And it's this whole other very long part of the movie. So by that time, we'd actually won the crowd over and we had turned it into Mystery Science Theater by the end of the movie, where we were just being very loud with our jokes and the audience was roaring laughing with us by the end, and like everyone left Pearl Harbor thanking us for coming to that movie with them. And I was like, that was probably one of the greatest comedic moments of my life.
I think so. It's too bad nobody paid you for it.
So the first time I saw Megalopolis was just in a regular theater opening weekend in an IMAX. and there were maybe 20 people. There were like 4 of my friends and then like 3 other groups.
Yeah.
And pretty early on, I clocked that everyone was like, what is going on? And I just said out loud, I basically was like, hey, are we all on the same page that this is insane and ridiculous? And everyone agreed.
Oh,
And so
good.
we just started making fun of it.
Oh, that's
Oh,
great.
nice.
That is a great moment. That's a great moment.
Yeah. And then the second time I saw it was in Vegas. I took a bunch of people I invited whoever was around and wanted to come, and there were like 20 of us. And I think it was 20 of us, and then I saw that there was one other seat sold. And I was just like, God damn, I hope this person's down. And they were absolutely not, but they could tell they were just like, they were doing one of these every time. And because we did a drinking game that I completely miscalibrated, whereas every time they say time, you take a drink. And there's monologues where they say time 12 times in like 15 seconds. I just forgot because I'd only seen it once. But yeah, they were just doing one of these, and then they didn't even ask us to be quiet. They just left, and they didn't get a manager. They just left and never came back.
They
And
just peaced out.
I did feel bad, genuinely. But their
That's
life
tough.
would have been better if they'd embraced. But they knew they would. They were like, "There's no world where this group of 20 people drinking is gonna be quiet enough for me
Right,
to
that's
enjoy
true.
this
No,
movie."
no.
But I do feel, honestly,
a
I
smart
felt
move.
genuinely guilty because that person was excited about that movie.
When we did Scoop Fest here a few years ago and took everybody to go see Tournament of Kings,
Yes.
there was a similar thing that happened. Because I went and set it all up with Tournament of Kings beforehand, and we didn't do a full buyout of the theater. We just bought hundreds of tickets, and so there were still a few people. What we planned on doing was buying out whole sections.
Yes.
Well, one of the sections we wanted was Dragon.
Yes.
And two people had already purchased tickets like a year in advance. And they were sitting in like the second row.
Yes. I remember them.
And so I went down to them when we got there. Like the first thing I did, so I just had them in the corner of my eye the entire time. And as soon as they got there, I beelined down to them. I was like, "Hi, my name's Jacob. A weird thing is about to happen around you."
Ooh.
And I would love for you to enjoy it, because everybody around you is going to really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And so I kind of told them what was coming,
Yes.
and luckily they were like, "That sounds like a lot of fun."
I mean, we were all
Okay,
there in
great.
our ice cream leggings, and
Yes.
it was a real takeover, and the performers were like so thrilled.
Oh, the performer, and that was like, they were clearly enjoying it because the performers were performing basically straight at them.
Yes.
They bought in though. They were
Yeah.
having a good time. They didn't
That's
have.
going to happen at this year's Scoop Fest at the Ice Cream Museum.
Hey!
Yeah, we're buying
Yeah.
$20,000
tickets are going
right
to
to
be
the
very
ice cream
expensive,
museum.
guys. They're going to be
20
very
grand.
expensive this year.
Basically, it's all just to the ice cream museum.
Yeah.
So, Shitty, where do people follow you on Instagram?
It's on Instagram. It's Shitty Movie Club, just one word.
Movie Club, one word.
At Facebook, I forget what it is on Facebook because they don't allow me to say shitty because it has the word shit in it. So I think it's S Movie Club, one word on Facebook. But Instagram's
Okay.
the best place anyway.
That's the spot.
And then there's the website shittymovie.club, and we do some stuff there.
It is S Movie Club on Facebook. That is correct.
It is great. Also, if it's okay, Crystal mentioned my sweater, which I have a silly story
Yeah, I wanted to
about.
ask you too. What's
Oh.
it's a beautiful
So-
piece.
Thank you. So this is the company's called Wawa, and they collaborate with artists. They're Australian, and this one's the Ramesh. And it's funny because they sent it to me because I love them, and I wanted to wear it on. I said I'd wear it at an event, but I realized it's summer right now, so I'm not going to wear a sweater.
This is the time to wear.
Anywhere. So I was like, oh, opportunity to wear it on the podcast. But yeah, Wawa, WAH-WAH, Australia. They just make these gorgeous sweaters. They have like a bunch of different stuff, but it's beautiful, loud, great material.
That one's really cool. Cool.
That
Yeah,
was
this is
alright,
my favorite
actually.
one.
Nice
Yeah.
shout out to Wawa. Do you know the artist behind it particularly, or
I don't know. So each one's with a different artist. I know the brand and the people behind the brand. I don't know the artists
Cool.
themselves. But yeah.
all right, we're gonna have to look up some Wawa.
And,
Oh, here we
yeah.
go. Wawaaustralia.com.
All
That's
Yeah.
their that's their website. That's their US website.
And make sure you go to the next Shitty Movie Club because he's going to be offering a share of that sweater. You can wear it on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then you can mail it back to him.
Kind of like the one ice cream at Ice Cream Museum.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw it into the crowd.
Everybody gets one lick.
Everybody take turns wearing.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I have a few movies that I'm definitely going to be watching. I might be texting you guys to ask about specific scenes because you've all mentioned scenes. So I'm going to go back and I'll be posting some of those clips to the Instagram.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we should put you in touch with Eric, our guy who does all of our clips and stuff like that, to make sure we're on the same page about what we're putting out. And you know how to do it better than us, so we'll listen to everything you say.
Production meeting, where we talk about how the sausage gets made.
Blammo!
Yeah!
This is normally the part where we would thank all of you, but we have thanked all of you this month. All of our Patreon backers. We have thanked each and every Patreon backer this month, so thank you to all of our Patreon backers out there. You keep this show going.
If you want to support this show, if you like we get awesome guests like Shadie on the air here, and you think there's more than $0 in your life, think about supporting us over at preachingfun.com.
Come visit preachingfun.com. It's better than hanging with your mom.
And as we learned from Paul Mattingly, what we're smelling when we smell farts are shit particulates. So go to fartsinabag.biz.
Farts, farts, farts,
True.
farts, farts, farts
It's a good to say crap on this episode.
All right.
Crap particulars.
Crap particulates. That's my stage name.
Follow Shitty Movie Club on Instagram. Thanks, Penn Jillette, for creating this podcast.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you all for listening. We love you
Yeah.
all. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you soon.
We'll see you soon.
Oh, Matt Daughtery in the chat, thinking they might finally have to open up an Instagram account to follow Shitty Movie Club.
It's honestly, it's worth entertaining.
I encourage it.
It's one of the smartest things because it's a page that's a destination, not a service. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shitty Movie Club's not trying to get you to go anywhere else or do anything else.
Just come hang out and watch some shitty movies.
Yeah, it's really good.
We're preaching fun.
Yeah.
See ya.